Scratchy here. So this video, okay, hopefully this upload shirt and have pride in it. Can you guess what this video is about? Oh wait. Yes. This video is about how I got accepted into UCLA as a community college transfer student. So, what they say
about community college. Community college is not the end of the world. Community college does not make you lesser of an individual. It does not mean that you slacked off in high school. I know hella people who went to community college with 4.6 GPAs, did their thing, all that good stuff. Could have gone to a 4-year, but they went to disclaimer. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was that person. I honestly thought community college was the end of the world due to how I grew up, and basically what I've heard and how people basically perceived, people's perceptions of community college basically influenced how I perceived community college.
Why? Well, I'll tell you why. You get to save money. That's one. And I know because I made a lot of mistakes in my college years financially. So community college helps you save a lot of money, and they also gear you towards the right direction. That's one thing that is it's a common misconception to associate community college with this negative stigma, like, oh yeah, you go to community college, oh that's it, like that's the best you can do, oh you ain't. No, community college is honestly amazing, and it honestly changed my life. So let me tell you a quick little anecdote about my college life. So when I graduated high school in 2015. I went to 4 high schools, so my grades were all fluctuating. I started off, 4.2 GPA, and then my GPA kept going down, because I kept going to several schools. The curriculum kept changing, and I got confused. So I graduated high school with a 3.4, something like that, Not too bad, but my eye was on Berkeley, Berkeley, UCLA, UCSD, I honestly didn't even apply to any of those schools because I was I'm not gonna get in, nope. So I applied to other schools. I applied to a lot of HBCUs, and in case you don't know what an HBCU is, historically black college university. So that I did apply to Howard, and I applied to FAMU and Hampton, universities like that. And I ended up getting waitlisted for Howard. Never really heard back, and I never really got a decision from Howard. So let's not even talk about Howard right now. No, but yeah, Howard never gave me a decision, but FAMU, I got accepted to FAMU, and I did get a scholarship from FAMU. At the time, I was trying to get into pharmacy school, and there was programs where you can get into pharmacy school, and it's a 6-year accelerated program, so that's what I was trying to do. So I got in for FAMU, to do the 6-year program, whatever, and I did other schools as well, so I could have gotten to those schools, but my parents are I want you to be more local, more money to travel out of state, all that kind of thing. I was actually about to commit to Western New England University because they accepted me, and they had the 6-year pharmacy school program, and that school was all the way in Connecticut, and I live in San Diego. So I was we actually flew there and visited everything. I actually committed. I paid the $300 commitment fee, whatever. I ended up not going last minute. I saw another university called California Baptist University, a small Christian school in Riverside, California, which is about an hour away from where I live. And I was actually saying, let me just go here. I applied. I got accepted 2 weeks later, and the school is beautiful, don't get me wrong. I went there for literally a semester. So much drama with my roommate and other people, just a lot of stuff was just going on that I was not down for, A lot of stuff was going on. I just ended up not going. I had to cut just to make sure that the video was doing thing. Anyway, so so basically I went to California Baptist University. Wasn't feeling it, a lot of things are going on financially, and I was just I don't know if this is the school for me. So after the first semester, I did not want to go back after Christmas break. I was what, I don't think I want to go back. So I ended up enrolling in community college. I went to San Diego Miramar College in Mira Mesa, California, which is a little area in San Diego. There's multiple community colleges that we have in San Diego. So that's where that was my main institution. I did take one class in Mesa College, but that's also in San Diego, a little bit farther. But anyway, that's pretty much where I went. Absolutely loved it. I actually really loved it. The classes, the classes were smaller. The teachers really wanted to help you, and they really wanted you to learn, and everything was just, and then the whole curriculum, the whole entire school, the base, you know, everything was based like on you getting into a 4-year university. Like they really try to gear everything towards that. So that's what I wanted to do. Like when I realized that, you know, it was very possible for me to get into a school like Berkeley and UCLA, and I had no idea that I could, you know, not the fact that I'm saying I'm not smart or anything. I'm just like, I see these schools as these gigantic, huge schools, you know, that 80% of people apply and don't get in. Like that's literally what I was thinking the entire time. And basically how I got into UCLA, that was my dream school. So I decided maybe I don't want to go to pharmacy school anymore. I want to be a doctor. So I decided to change everything to pre-med. So therefore, I mean, UCLA did not have a 6-year pharmacy program anyway. So I really wanted to go to UCLA. Like I know I said in high school Berkeley was the goal and UCLA, but at that time I wasn't even thinking about Berkeley. I was thinking all about UCLA. Like I'm getting into UCLA. Like ain't no one stop me. I'm going to UCLA. So I literally I was at community college for about a year and a half. It was a journey, you know, took some pre-med classes there, but I decided I want to finish my pre-med classes in UCLA anyway. So I decided to major in anthropology. So I was mainly taking anthropology courses, and the curriculum for anthropology was it wasn't too much. They was not demanding, you know. You had to take they made you take like, you know, of course your general ed requirements, and then you had to take anthropology courses. So I took like three anthropology courses, and of course all my general ed, like a few sciences here and there, you know. And I managed to do pretty well, you know. I even took some business classes, you know, just like little things here and there, you know. And I did pretty well. And then so yeah, at the end I did end up with a 3.56 UC GPA. It could have been higher, but you know, I did mess up in like one class, but it's okay, you know, things happen. But I did end up with a 3.56. Then on top of that, I did have a job. I worked at Krispy Kreme, and then I also had a job as a student ambassador. So I was working both jobs actually at one point concurrently, which was okay. Like I loved working at Krispy Kreme. I loved it. And then my ambassador job was also great too, because I got to help prospective students and help them kind of guide them towards community college, and then, you know, how to kind of route yourself to go, you know, to head to your direction that you want to go to, like whatever it is, you know, whether it is going to 4-year university or being a paramedic or vocational school, whatever you want to do. Like community college has so much to offer, like a lot of things to offer that are not often talked about, you know. We're often taught, go to high school, go to 4-year university, graduate school, da 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 da. But you know, there's other alternative ways. Like there's so many non-traditional students out there, like so much more you can like do. And community college has a lot to offer. Like besides like the whole taking the 4-year university thing, it can also like prepare you for like other careers, like whether it is like nursing, you can get your associates in nursing, or you can be like a nurse assistant or a medical assistant, or you can be a paramedic, there's police training classes, you know, that kind of thing. Like it's a plethora of things that you can do like at community college. So if you're watching this video, I really do highly recommend you look into community college. If you are like a high school student trying to figure out what you want to do, definitely, like, of course, apply to the 4 years that you aspire to go to. And if you get a scholarship, amazing. But you know, community college, there's nothing wrong with it. It's significantly cheaper. They have amazing financial aid. You know, yeah. So besides my 3.56 GPA, like I said, I had two jobs. Then I also volunteered at UCSD Medical Center. So I was volunteering there. I did 100 hours there. I also presented research at a sociological symposium. So basically my sociology teacher kind of, you know, got select students in my sociology class. I was one of them. Had presented sociology research. So I basically did a research assignment about like racial discrimination, because that's something I'm really passionate about. So I kind of did that and presented it in front of like an audience. That was very terrifying, but I did that. Applying to UCLA, that's the thing. Personal statements. Okay, so personal statement is actually very, very important for these universities. Actually, let me go back. Actually, before I talk about that, in addition to, so I had a 3.56 GPA, and I also was a part of TAP. TAP is the transfer admission program, I believe. So that's what TAP is. So TAP is basically a program where for certain schools, I think UCLA and Berkeley, depending on the community college that you go to, some community colleges will offer that for UCLA or Berkeley. My school offered it for UCLA. So TAP basically gives you priority admission when you apply to UCLA. But basically, you know. So my chances of getting to UCLA were significantly higher. Were like pretty much like 75 to like 90%. I had a 75 to 90% chance of getting into UCLA because I was in the TAP program. So basically what TAP is, you take about, in order to qualify, you have to take about, I think, 12 or 15 units worth of honors classes. For any kind of like class that you're taking, say, hey, do you offer honors, you know, but that kind of thing. Or if the class is already honors, you know, on the, online, on Blackboard or whatever, if it's already an honors class that you're enrolled in, great. If not, if it's not an honors class, don't even sweat it. Just ask the professor, hey, is it honors? Then you sign up for honors for that class, and then boom, you are taking an honors class, and just accumulate up to 15, I think 12 or 15 units worth of honors courses, and you can apply for TAP through your counselor. You go to the counselor's office or whatever, apply for TAP, and then most likely you will get accepted, and then you make sure, then they'll make it known to the school you're applying to, UCLA or Berkeley or whatever. They'll make it known to them, and then, you know, you get priority admission into UCLA. And also, it's for, I think, letters of science majors and other, and then I think the only majors that it does not work for is like engineering and nursing. I'm not too sure. Make sure to check with your counselors if you are looking into it. So that's pretty much what TAP is. So basically, and then also this tag, you know, I also got into UCSB, so I tagged that. Basically, that's like a guaranteed admission. All you do is just basically meet the minimum requirements, apply to the university, and then you pretty much are set to get in for tag. So that's what tag is, and TAP. So with my personal statement, I got into UCLA, Berkeley, and UCSB in Santa Barbara. Amazing. I was super excited. That was like one of the best moments of my entire life. But so my personal statement was very personal to me. It was about why I wanted to get into healthcare in the first place, because my whole entire like personal statement was about. So I don't know if this is kind of generic, but I did talk about like my auntie in Nigeria passing of cervical cancer. And I kind of wrote about that and talked about how that drove me to kind of want to work in healthcare and want to change things and make a difference. So that's pretty much what my personal statement was about. So what I learned, because I remember another girl posted on YouTube about personal statements and how, you know, you have this like idea, like has to be this really like this well worded, like, you know, academia type novel essay type thing, you know. No, it doesn't have to be like that. I can even like post some examples of my personal statement like down below if you need it, but it's pretty much it's honestly, your personal statement as long as you articulate yourself in a way that's clear that they'll understand you. It doesn't have to be big vocabulary or anything too crazy. Just talk from the heart. Why do you want to go to this school? Like, what can you offer to this university? What will you do when you get here? How do you plan on making that difference? How passionate are you about your drive, about your major, about what you want to do? That's what it is. And I know if you want to go to these schools, just tell them why, and just like make sure that it's from the heart. You pour your, like, what I learned from a girl on YouTube was you pour your heart into this personal statement. It's personal. It's something that it's you. Like, who are you? They want to know who you are. You already have the GPA. You already have the TAP, or you already have whatever it is. And it's just, who are you as a person, and why are you different from everyone else? That is what your personal statement should be. And that is what mine was all about. And I think that's why I got into Berkeley, because I did not do TAP for Berkeley. None of that stuff. So me getting to Berkeley was just fair game, and I got in. But you know, I'm sorry, I love UCLA so much. Like, this was my dream school, and I honestly visited both schools before I made a decision, and honestly UCLA was for me. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really hope it was as informative as I tried to make it be. Sorry if I did go off a tangent a little bit, but if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me a DM or anything like that. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.